Hello, YouTube! Eric Flight back with an epic song, too. Awesome. Anyways, we're going to be flying over Yosemite today. We are on the West Coast, and we're taking out November 513 Echo Foxtrot Piper Arrow 3 with the Eric Flight livery. Getting comfortable for this flight. It should be about an hour and a half, maybe up to 2 hours once we get everything done, said and done. But look at this awesome scenery by UK 2000 here at Truckee, California. Look at this. So we're gonna go look around. We're gonna go look around this scenery because I just can't depart it. I'm not gonna be in a rush here because this looks really nice. Let me just turn off the follow mode there because sometimes it causes elevation issues. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, I know that's a picture in there, but you can see it's clearly a store. UK 2000 Truckee scenery, and there's real world traffic, I believe. We will be on the, well, we are in the East server. Service update 3 because service update 4 does not support multiplayer yet. So feel free to join us. We're on the East server again. Service update 3. But look at this beautiful scenery. Gorgeous. Not modeled on the inside. That's the only complaint. But other than that, and I've never been to Truckee in my life, but look at this. Actually, I take that back. It's somewhat modeled in the inside. Look at that. Very cool terminal building here. Along with the pilot right there. You got a little pilot room there. A little outdoor area to eat. But yeah, UK 2000 truck. Oh, it even has the playground for the kids. Look at that. Gorgeous scenery. Looks awesome. Alright, anyways, we're going to return back to the plane. UK 2000, that's a shout out to you. And we are going to depart here from Truckee. We're going to go over Lake Placid. Did I get that right? No, not Lake Placid, New York, idiot. Lake Tahoe, thank you. And we're going to go over to Mono Lake, which is one of the biggest, oldest lakes in the country. We're talking like long, old lake. And then we're going to go over Yosemite Village and then to Fresno. We're going to really try to make sure that we look at Yosemite. I think I have that Yosemite scenery installed too, so we might see some of that. Fly too high, Fresno, we'll see that. And then yes, the Cly 4D designs, we have the Yosemite scenery, which it's supposedly awesome. I haven't even looked at it yet. I saved it for this stream, so that's kind of why we plan this stream. But everywhere we go, we got payware galore, I guess, and should be a good flight. So stay tuned. Let's get this thing going. Let me close out things I don't need. And let me open up the checklist for the Piper Arrow 3, not the 2. 2 is what I fly in real life. But welcome to the broadcast. Let's get going. And I'll show you the tablet. I still have that night CTAF activation runway lights. That works even better. They came out with an update today, and you don't have to close down the exec file anymore. It switches over to the station you need. Developers working on it. Good sign. And I help some people out actually get to run it too as well. So, but anyways, tablet's up, right? Yeah. All right. Pretend the pre-flight's done. Seat track back locked. Avionics off. Autopilot is off. AC is off because we don't have any, I don't think, in this model. Prop high RPM it is. Okay. Throttle slight. And brakes are set. Make sure the rudder pedals move because sometimes it doesn't. We also have a parking brake on. Master alternator on. Beacon on. Fuel pump on, full rich mixture. Watch the fuel pump go up and down. There you go, and back down. Okay, we also forgot to fill this thing, so let's fill it really fast. I always do full fuel if I can. I follow like I do in real life, so we probably would make it on that, but I'm just saying. The only time I would never leave with full fuel is if I need it for weight and balance purposes. So. And then you have to look at it still. So fuel pump on, rich mixture lean, max to start, and the fuel pumps. I mean the mixture is going to go up. So here we go. The parking brake turned itself off. Did you notice that? And I think I have my light on, my headlamp. I saw a red light there for a second. All right, we're on the left. All right. For some reason I think that something's going on. This is tweaking a little bit, so I think I'm gonna have to calibrate my yoke again sometime. But I'll do that off stream. Alright, clear prop. Here we go. Good. My butt kicker is not working at all. Let's see if I can get it working. Arrow. I might have to restart the program because it looks like it crashed. It did. No. I gotta restart my haptics program. It reads sim connect commands to kick me in the butt with my butt kicker. So, but I'm gonna restart that. Screen might go blank for 1 second. Here we go. It's working now. It does that occasionally. It's not a bad thing. It's just you have to reboot the program. All right. I also had to restart the sim like 5 times. So, oil pressure is good. Over there. Okay. Fuel pump off. I should have left it on, but I turned it off. Fuel pressure is good. Light test required. We'll turn the nav lights on and the taxi lights on. We don't have taxi lights, but I will move this down to get the nav lights totally on. Here we go. All right, and taxi lights we don't have, so we don't have to worry about those. Altimeter set. We need an ATIS here, so let's get an ATIS here at Truckee Tahoe. We're also gonna loosen out the mixture here because we're at 5,000 feet, so let's go down about half for now. All right, ATIS 118.0. Yeah, we've been having a good luck with the sim lately on everything, so why is that not switching over? I'm too. Alright, I think I might have to restart SPAD too. Boy, this sucks. Alright, screen's gonna flash one more time. Here we go. I'm gonna turn the parking brake on. I'm also gonna turn it on. Throttle here. Okay, SPAD, let's go. No, it's not letting me switch to those frequencies. Oh, no. What's going on here? Video panel. Switch it over. Let's go. Oh, because I don't have the avionics on. Duh. Oh my god, really? Seriously? Did I just do that? What's up, JJ? How's it going? Welcome to the broadcast. Alright, avionics on and set, because I'm an idiot. We also reset the nav lights and everything. There's low voltage. Alright. Yeah, things are afoot here. There we go. Now, avionics should be on. If that doesn't work, I gotta turn the circuit breaker on myself. I have to fix that. It's bad. And now it should work. Alright, there we go. Things that you have to understand. Alright, anyways. ATIS, we should be hearing one. 118.0 if not going to Sky. So, probably still loading. Have to do this, fit this in full sim gear anyways, so resize the window to make it work. See if that'll fit. Thank you for your patience on the setting up here. This is what happens when you have tons of add-ons. Close enough. Good enough. Pop it in there. Real Sim Gear GNS 530 in effect tonight. Why is this not working? I shouldn't be tested. It should just be on. Oh god, did it just reset? It did. Oh my god. 118.0. I don't think they have the weather working here. We'll see. If not, I'm going to do Sky Vector right now. So it says, winds 220 at 13. I'm going to write this down because we are in a class Delta. Let's go to the plate here. Alright. 220 at 13. We should have weather, but for some reason it doesn't. 13. Oops. Altimeter. Oh, I'm sorry. 150 at 5. I'm reading that wrong too. Jeez, my brain is just not working. Not working. 10 square miles. Clear. Beautiful weather. 11. 1. Altimeter 3019. which means we're probably departing. 211. So runway 11 is what we're going for here. Okay. Don't know why I'm not getting that out now. Try flipping it and see if it does anything. Nope. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go ultimately direct to Fresno, but the thing is I'm going to go over some scenic areas as well, and we'll see if we can see any of that scenery, because it's supposed to be gorgeous, so, and I saved it for the stream, but, alright, just to let you know, we're departing Truckee-Tahoe, going over Lake Tahoe. This was a ChatGPT generated flight plan, to Mono Lake, one of the oldest lakes in mankind, Yosemite Village. Hopefully we'll see some of Yosemite there with the scenery and everything. And then we're going to go directly to Fresno. Okay? And that's what we're doing tonight. Alright, back to the checklist to make sure we're good. And I know not everyone does this. They just want to see scenery. But this is how I do it in real life. So, alright, altimeter set. What was the altimeter again? So we don't miss anything up. 3019. We are about almost 6,000 feet MSL. So, yeah, that's about right. Alright, I lean out the mixture somewhat. Back to the checklist. Transponder alt squawk. It is ADS beyond radio test. Got connected that sim at this time. Already filed the flight plan, so we should be good. We have to put the right call sign. 513 Echo Foxtrot, and we are type Papa 28 Romeo. Cherokee Arrow 3 connect. Alright, I don't believe anyone's on for air traffic control, which is fine. So I don't have to call anyone up for the tower here. But we will put on some ambiance at the departure tower here. So there we go. This should be a very nice flight. We flew at Lake Tahoe a couple months ago. It was rather scenic, but this one's going to be more Yosemite based. We saw a little bit of Yosemite before. Okay, got everything else. Light is required. Brakes test. Alright, let's taxi out to runway 11 and let's announce our intentions. Shall we? Let's do it. What's the CTAF here? What's 120575? Let's get that going. Half day tomorrow at work. However, after I have lesson plans for the classes I'm not seeing, because I'm shared between schools, so it gets a little hairy. Alright, that's there, this is there. Everything's looking better. Okay, so, Truckee-Tahoe traffic. Truckee-Tahoe traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, taxiing to runway 11 via Quebec Alpha Bravo. Truckee-Tahoe. Alright, and with that, turn the parking brake off. And we are departing out of here without running anyone over. Tow VI tracker on. Clear. There's a sign on that side, sign on that side. Alright, let's go to our left and turn around here. Don't run over the guy, it's not my fault. Move! Alright, turning this puppy around and going Quebec. Going Quebec on you, butt! Chat GPT on top. Hey, dude, it makes some pretty nice routes, you know? And, like, I made it pick a bunch, because that's the thing, like, I'm looking for ideas. I'm like, scenic. And then, like, I see all this add-on scenery I had, and I was like, yeah, this is the one to do. You know what I'm saying? It gives you some interesting flights. It planned out a whole American Revolution flight that I'm going to fly eventually. And that's the whole Northeast where I live in real life anyways. But look at this beautiful scenery here. We have Bijan Studios Seasons Enhanced. Trees look a lot better than what they do in the default. Still has little quirks, but not many. This UK 2000 scenery is awesome too as well. I'm going to turn to Alpha here. And there is a run-up place down here on Alpha, so we'll do a run-up down there. But yeah, hard to taxi when you're looking outside, but just want a different view. Picture time. No! Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. Wrong. Oh. It's supposed to just capture, so let's go. There we go. Now let's get to the middle of the taxiway so I look better. Holy shnikes. I just want one picture. It would have been better at the airport. Alright, getting back in so I can actually see what I'm doing. You should check ChatGPT. You enter your aircraft, crew airspeed, tell you how long it wants. Yeah, it's amazing. It does very nice route. Let's see what it planned out tonight, you know. Okay, we're gonna do a run up over here. It's got a big arrow going that way, but we're gonna come over here. Yeah, right. Doing our run up back to the checklist. It's just to make sure that everything's working on the plane. Parking brake on. Tow guide tracker off. And I just want to verify that's on. It is. Okay. Brakes are set. Fuel to the proper tank. We're on the left. We're going to leave it there. Trim set for takeoff. We're going to check that with both the wheel and the electronic trim. They're both working. And flight controls. Free and correct. Annunciator lights. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recalibrate my Honeycomb Alpha again because it was better before. They're working. Alternate air. That'd be this switch over here. Let's see if H works on that. It does. So instead of carb heat, because it's fuel injected, they have the alternate air there. Mixture best power. We'll check on that as we go up to 2,000 RPMs. But yeah, ChatGPT, man. You can even have it configure your flight simulator. It does a great job on that too, and it gives you reasons for everything. It'll give you reasons on your route too, you know. So like I can bring those up as we fly tonight. All right, let's lean up the mixture for maximum EGT. Where's my EGT gauge? I can't remember where it is. Where are you? I miss you. Oh, it's down there. Okay. Probably have to do RPMs actually. All right about there. All right, my own composition playing in the background. Let's test the mags. Right, I'm hitting things off my desk. Right mag. Good. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Prop. We're gonna cycle. RPMs go down. RPMs go back up. I didn't look at the RPM gauge, but I know it did. Yeah, there we go. All right, next thing we do it again, down, and we look at the oil pressure. Oil pressure going down, oil pressure going up. And finally, we look at the windshield to make sure no oil spurts out on it, because that means we have a leak in the governor where all the oil is for the control prop. Down and up. All right, good. That's tested. Vacuum is looking good. Alternator charging slightly. Amps and volts. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure is good. Oil temp is good. We're going to idle. Not bad at all. Alright, back to 1,000. If there's a problem, take a full mechanical winch. Otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll abort, take off, land directly down the runway. If we are under, let's say, 6,500 feet, it's problem mechanical winch. Otherwise, we'll land directly, have no more than 30 turns, best glide speed 79. And if we're above 6,500 feet, it's problem mechanical winch. Otherwise, we will take a turn to the right, because that's kind of almost where the wind's coming from. We'll land downwind in the taxiway, the grass, and runway. What is available to us? Best glide speed again is 79. We rotate at 70, climb at 90, and check the gear when there's no more available runway to land on. I think we got it. Okay? So that's our little briefing there. Alright, we're going to make sure our strobe lights are on, landing lights on, and fuel pumps on. Double check that over here. Yep, that looks good. Alright. And we are good to go. Taking the tablet off. And we're going to stay on the Truckee-Tahoe frequency for now. I have the CTAF ready to go. Parking brake coming off. I have to rebap this button for the parking brake, so let's see if I can do that some other day too as well. Tow eye tracker on. And we are looking golden. Look, my head goes outside the plane though. Alright. Looking for traffic. We look to be clear. Alright, we're going to call it then. Truckee-Tahoe traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 11, departure to the southwest, Truckee-Tahoe. I forgot to set my altitude to 13.5, so let's do that. Now I'm going to turn off my tow guide tracker while I do that dangerously here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Or at least get up there. Come on, let's go. Come on, altitude. We would be bringing oxygen on this flight in real life, so. But anything over 10,000 feet, you typically want to start thinking about oxygen. All right, we gotta get in the middle. Okay, good enough. And Toby eye tracker on again. Center it. And here we go. Heels on the floor. Full throttle. In the middle, Eric. In the middle. And runway 11 is a left pattern? Might be a right pattern for everything now. Oh crap, I should have looked at that. But... And... rotate. I mean, I guess it would be towered, so they kind of tell you. But I'm going to go straight ahead and try to take a turn to the right here. So, okay, trimming up slightly. Try to get to 90, let it build some speed. It's got to take its time because we're in high altitude. Should be 159er. Should have set this all on the ground, but hey, you know, try our best. Okay, gear up. How are we looking? Looking decent. Alright. Actually, 1-1 is the left pattern, so. Alright, I'm gonna take a turn to the left then. Turning left. Here we go. Keep climbing. Not much to, you gotta be careful on takeoff. You gotta make sure you get your altitude going on. Okay. I'll take another turn to the left, clear on the left. Excuse me. It's one heck of a hilly area here. Alright, gotta keep climbing. Alright, so anywho, I want to be about this airport before I cross over it, so should be at least about 7,000, 8,000 feet or so. Just to get over the airport, so. 7,000. Alright, we'll go south of the airport. Tahoe. Okay, kick it back to 25 inches. Oh, we're already there, so 2550 here. And the mixture, how are we doing? Oh, we're doing fine, actually. Oh. Right about there. Alrighty then. Pretty good for climb. Over this, looks like it'd be a golf course. Alright, going direct to, not Fresno yet, but do have to kind of overfly the airfield, so I'm trying to get up. So let's do that. We're going to go right over Lake Tahoe, so I'm turning left. And I'm going to be using my electronic flight bag for navigation to get to Mono Lake there, one of the oldest lakes of all time, mankind. That's what it said on ChatGPT at least. Heading about 135. So it's at this point to where it needs to be. Should be not climbing. Not that mixture. Alright, tow guide tracker off. I'm going to set this for heading here, so that heading should hold it. Let's go vertical speed on this thing. And auto, the autopilot should be working. Looks like it is. Alright, good. We're gonna leave it there. So, I'm gonna open up ChatGPT and see what it said on planning this route here. It saved my chat here. Scenic flight plan. Alright. So it says, Lake Tahoe, Jewel of the Sierra, deep blue alpine lake surrounded by evergreen ridges. We're gonna overfly that. And then we're gonna see the Sierra Nevada mountains. As you can see in the different distance, they have snow-topped ridges, granite peaks, and glacial valleys. Mono Lake is one of America's oldest lakes, ancient and otherworldly. So that's what we're heading to right now. Yosemite Valley is America's natural cathedral. You have Half Dome, you have El Capitan, and waterfalls. I'm hoping with that add-on that we see some waterfalls. And then we're going to go to the Sierra foothills to the Central Valley and land into Fresno. But right in front of us is Lake Tahoe. Let's just get a good view of that. Look at that. Huh? That's gorgeous. Very cool. Nice pictures. Okay, I'll turn the nameplates back on. Remember, we're on the East server for service update 3, and you
are still dangerous.
can be my wingman anytime.
You can be my wingman anytime. Bullshit. You can be mine.
That's right. So feel free to join along. Service update 3 will have multiplayer traffic, so I can actually see your nameplates. But service update 4, hope it's coming out soon. It works better than the service update 3. So a lot of optimizations in it. I'm gonna take the tablet off for now, so you can enjoy Lake Tahoe as we're going to Lake Mono Lake. I keep saying Mono Lake. Overflying Yosemite. Okay. Let's keep track of if there's any ATC, which there's not. So far we did a circle. It wasn't a bad thing to do. Get some altitude. And now we're going to go to right over here, right near Lee Vining Airport. This is Lake Mono Lake, I should say. See, one of the oldest lakes in America. And then we're going to go over Yosemite somewhat. And then we're going to go to Fresno. So that is the goal tonight. Thank you for all coming out. Notice I'm starting to get more and more viewers, and that's always awesome because honestly these flights go by a lot faster and I love sharing it. I'm going to be flying them anyways because I practice my flying this way for real life. Should be flying in November. Have to book a nighttime hour flight so I can get my 3 landings into a full stop to be current for passengers and current passengers at night. It's a good time to do it in November. Probably get some dinner. I'm thinking Taunton, so and do that. But if you don't know, you have to do 3 landings every 90 days to take passengers. You don't have to. I mean, you can fly yourself whenever you want it, but if you're going to take passengers, the rule is that you have to have 3 landings in the last 90 days. If it's nighttime, you want to take people during the night, it's got to be 3 full stop landings, taxi backs. So stop, taxi back, take off. 3 of those type of landings to take passengers at night. So that's my next goal in real world flying again. But this is how I practice others. Look at this, this is gorgeous. We're passing over Kings Beach, California. Gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. ChatGPT was right. Climbing to 13.5. I have to lean off the mixture here, so give me a second. Oop, right about there. We're gonna be up in the upper regions of the maximum cruise altitude for the Arrow, but it's all good. We'll be sucking on some oxygen starting at 10,000 feet. I'm not bringing out artificial tubes, sorry. We decided to do it kind of in the afternoon. It even said that in ChatGPT. It said, hey, suggested departure time, local time around 5:30. That's during the summer for golden hour lighting over Yosemite's granite walls. Isn't that amazing? It says begin high in the Sierra Nevada near Lake Tahoe mountain vistas right after takeoff. And then Lake Tahoe flies south along the shoreline, crystal clear blue waters surrounded by peaks, and that is definitely what we're seeing here. And then Echo Summit, across the Sierra Crest with stunning alpine views, which is what we see in the future. So we see that out there in the distance. And then Mono Lake, it said descend slightly and take in the surreal tufa formations of Mono Lake. I don't know if I'm going to descend. I mean, I would like to descend. I'm just staying high from the mountains and stuff, so. But, yeah. Let's see what we can do. Beautiful. But even ChatGPT had helped me set up my settings for the system I have, because I built a new computer. And it told me to even push it even further with the user config file. And I could do it with a crap load of add-ons. Because I said, crap load of add-ons, this is my processor, this is my graphics card, this is my memory. What should I set all these settings to? And before I bought the computer, I said, could I max out my settings with it? It said, yes, you can. In fact, you can go a little further. So, whoever knew that ChatGPT could really help you set the simulator up, but it does. It searches like all the things out there, and then it gives you recommendations. That's a gorgeous picture too. Take a picture of that. Look at that over Lake Tahoe. Oh, gorgeous. And if we have some night lighting at Fresno, we'll see if I have to activate the runway lighting. That's the only thing I think that really needs to be worked on, other than the taxi lights, what they said they couldn't do, is have it set up so that if there's a tower, the lights are already on. And if it's not towered, like the tower closed, then have it pilot activated. So they said they would look into that for the pilot control lighting app. But it is loaded and ready to go. Got tons of boats. 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 On Lake Tahoe. Sorry about yawning. And man, this looks just beautiful. Sometimes you have to wonder if you're flying for real or not. Oh, it's gorgeous scenery. Again, feel free to join us. You can see this for your own while you fly. Carson City, off to our left out there. We have about 45 minutes till we get to Mono Lake. So, we on cruise yet? No, we're still not even at cruise. I don't think we should do 11.5, but if I remember right, there's a couple peaks up ahead that are kind of high. So, yeah, there's Mount Patterson up ahead. So I just kind of want to keep it higher. So, we're going 13.5. Climbing very slowly to get there, by the way. That gives us a little bit of speed as well. Hey, gotta watch this picture as we go up. Yes. Yes, this is excellent.
Excellent!
Gorgeous scenery. That's South Lake Tahoe over there. I was going somewhere else with my music, but nope, it's fine. It was just weird. It sounds like the music's really loud to me from my headset, but oh, so sorry what you're like. Good nap too. Keep taking naps. I was up late. Promise that I can't sleep right away. It's a catch-22. Got some traffic down there. Again, this is all settings maxed out and level of detail up. So, also the tessellation factor told me to touch that, set the mountains look better. And I gotta be honest with you, it did a nice job. So, Sierra Nevadas, everybody, coming out of Lake Tahoe. Okay, 40 minutes to Mono Lake. Then we're going right across again. But we're going to have to go at an even altitude after that. And I'm thinking 12.5, but it says 13. There's 13,000 peaks. We might have to try to get to 14.5, to be honest with you. So, you definitely want the oxygen flowing right about now, though. Some nice tea going on here. Ah, yes, it is big bottle. Get over it. There's those peaks of the Sierra Nevadas they were talking about. Very cool. Got some clouds out there as well. I think it was clouds. It's not a reflection, right? Those clouds. Okay. We're still climbing to 13.5. Trying to get this thing up there. But I do have it only climbing at 300 feet per minute, so I'm trying to get some speed as well. South Lake Tahoe. I wonder what my manifold pressure is. Got to be pretty low. Yeah, that's because we're up here. I'll keep this at 2,500 RPMs, which is fine. You know, that makes you just a little bit more. You can kind of tell we'll get up to the maximum ceiling, service ceiling, because the mixture is going way down. What is the service? I thought it was like 13 or 14.5. Piper Arrow 3. I'm gonna find out right now. Would have probably been nice to know that before we departed. Service ceiling is 16,200 feet. Well, the service ceiling for the turbocharged version is 20,000 feet. That makes sense. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna be fine no matter what. Cause I'm only gonna go to a maximum of 14.5. All right, we got some winds working against us up here because now we're at 42 minutes to Mono Lake. Let me see what it says about Mono Lake on Wikipedia. All right, Mono Lake, the place where we're going, is a saline soda lake formed at least 760,000 years ago. It's the terminal lake in the Endorheic Basin. And that is a drainage basin that normally retains water and allows no outflow to other external bodies of water. Instead, the water drainage flows into permanent seasonal lakes and swamps that equilibrate through evaporation. Well, that's quite interesting. I learned something new tonight. The lack of an outlet causes high level of salts to accumulate in the lake, which makes its water alkaline. Probably makes it very buoyant too. And it's a desert lake, and it has brine shrimp. Which, if anyone collects tropical fish, you know what brine shrimp are. Brine shrimp thrives in its waters. High salt content, makes sense. Critical habitat for 2 million annual migratory birds that feed on the shrimp and alkali flies. Historically, the native Kutsadikas people ate the alkali flies pupae, which live in the shallow waters around the edge of the lake. Interesting. The city of Los Angeles diverted water from the freshwater streams flowing into the lake. It lowered the lake level, which imperiled the migratory birds. And the Mono Lake Committee formed in response and won a legal battle that forced Los Angeles to partially replenish the lake level. Oh, interesting. It was formed by geological forces over the last 5 million years, associated with volcanism and faulting at the base of the Sierra Nevada. Interesting. It used to be called Lake Russell. It was the prehistoric predecessor of Mono Lake. And its shoreline reached the modern day elevation of 7,480 feet and about 1,100 feet higher than the present day lake, so it went down over time. Interesting. After the Long Valley caldera eruption 760,000 years ago, Lake Russell discharged into Adobe Lake to the southeast, then into the Owens River, eventually known Lake Manly and Death Valley, and that's why it went down in order, obviously. And this little island in the middle is volcanic activity, and it had an eruption 350 years ago, resulting in the formation of Paoha Island, which is the island in the middle of it. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna make it out there. Still got 42.5 minutes to go. But one final look at Lake Tahoe, everyone in the distance. Gotta take a picture of this. It looks gorgeous. Very cool. Okay, Minden Tahoe Airport is off our left somewhere, probably down there. That it is. As we are going to the southwest. Southeast, I'm sorry, southeast. That's why we're at 13.5. Alright, manifolds up, 2,500 RPMs. I'm going to keep it there. We'll lean out the mixture one final time. Whoop, didn't have to be leaned out much. Oh, it's going to bounce up now until I get it right. Here we go. We'll leave it there. How much are we burning here? Dude, we're sipping. We got like maybe 7 gallons an hour. Regardless, we're going to switch it to the... No, we're not. We're going to leave it right where it is. I thought it would be draining more fuel, but it's not. It's sipping fuel right now. This has like a 70-gallon tank, or combination of, that makes up 70 gallons. So, at this altitude, theoretically, we could fly for 10 hours before it quits. Or about that. Probably like 9. Which is amazing. Oh god, Ben Hammer. Band. Again, thank you for coming out. I hope to get to see some good sights here on the way to Fresno. So we go over the Sierra Nevadas.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Alright, also I didn't ever set this to flightsim Unicom, that might help. And let's get some approach chatter here. Is that working? That's what you gotta ask yourself. No, it's not. Alright, I'll restart it. Screen my flash. Here we go. Want some ambiance. It's not working. There we go. That was weird. If I have to dial back the time to see Yosemite, though, we will. Okay? Just kind of wanted to see the scenery there. So, right now we're up to 30 minutes. So these winds are playing with us right now. We're going to be going through some military operation areas here. As you can see, Topaz Lake should be off our left too. We'll look at that. And then there's Bridgeport Reservoir. And there's the Mono Lake, which we're going to overfly. Yosemite's that way, and then Fresno. Very cool.
United 513 is going to maintain 2000, turn right heading 180. Going to maintain 2000, right 180.
Got a little bit of snow in the mountains here. These are pretty tall mountains too. Excuse me about my allergies.
UPS 2920 heavy descent, maintain 2100.
Alright, I do have to blow my nose. I'm gonna let auto fly the plane. I will be right back. I'll be right on stream in a second.
UPS 2920 heavy, turn left heading 340. Left heading 340, UPS 2920 heavy.
And we're back.
Flight 1650 approach, fly heading at 040 to kind of maintain free out. Okay, 040.
So much eye candy right here. It's unbelievable. Just want to get rid of those. Okay. That's fine.
United 513 to airport 2 o'clock, 1 full mile towards the airport site. United 513.
This is what we fly for in the sim to have entertainment, is to see the scenery you can never see in real life, because I don't live near California at all. I'm in Massachusetts. So 27.5 minutes till Mono Lake.
United 513, clear the approach runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots, lower graders, 2 miles.
Leviathan Peak right off to our right over here. Somewhere. Very cool. It's a true story. True story. As my door gets closed and it's gonna get hot in here, but that's okay. True story yesterday. I ordered some dress shirts. I haven't ordered some in a while. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to use what I have like all the time. I get El Cheapo on clothes for my job, but I ordered like 5 dress shirts on Amazon because, you know, kind of need to restock and things are wearing out. But anyways, they deliver a box from Amazon and a package of one of the shirts, just one of those white bags. And the groundhog that lives underneath my porch stole the white bag with the dress shirt. So how am I going to explain that to Amazon? I never received my shirt because, oh, a groundhog stole the package off my porch. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try. Try to get my shirt. If it starts coming out with a dress shirt on, a teal dress shirt, I'm going to be kind of, one, jealous, and two, be like really angry. Groundhogs. Not quite a squirrel, but a groundhog. Just saying. You're gonna have to make a groundhog leg. Terrible. Alright, Lake Topaz right off here on the left here. Take a look at that as well. This is really scenic over the Sierra Nevadas. God, it must be really nice to fly over here. And one of my favorite virtual camping spots is Kern Valley, just further down south of the Sierra Nevadas. If you want a nice place to fly into the sim, pretend you're camping there. Kern Valley. I think it's like, what, Lima? I'll get it in a second. It's over near,
Traffic safe.
there it is, Lima 05. If you want a good place to fly and use the reason of camping virtually, Lima 05, Kern Valley. We haven't flown there in a while, but man, this is gorgeous, huh? That's what I'm talking about. And we're sipping fuel, 7 gallons an hour. You can't beat this. Let's check our fuel now. Yeah, let's switch to the right. So fuel pump should have been off, but on. Switch to the right. Leave it on for a little bit. Fuel pump off. Check that fuel flow. It is, fuel pressure is fine. Alright, good. Always check the fuel pressure after, because it'll tell you if you have a problem with something. Check everything. Suction's good. Amps are charging. Fuel is decent. We're on the right. Pressure's good. And things looking great. I should set that to the pressure I had. 3019. Standby instruments. All right. Let's go back to guard and monitor that and COM 2 as well.
You're on guard with KTRK.
Let's try to get an updated pressure setting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for any type of weather out here. It's really remote, so we don't see a lot here. Alright, try Lake Tahoe's thing here. That was 124725. Not many stations here, 725. See if we get anything. Here we go.
Kilo Tango Victor Lima
Oh, we did.
automated weather observation. 0200.
Beautiful weather here too.
Visibility 10.
3019. Okay, back to guard. We'll keep monitoring guard. Alright, let's look at Volanta and see our route as well. So again, we are heading towards Fresno. We're taking a little bit over Lake Tahoe. Here's Mono Lake. And then we'll be going over Yosemite into Fresno. So it's pretty good. No one's controlling out here though. And I'll tell you one thing, I look at my old screenshots from 2020, and at first I didn't really tell a huge difference between 2020 and 2024, but now when you look at it, you can tell the difference, you know. So, Service Update 4 might be the time to switch over, I'm just saying. And no one knows when that's coming out. Some people said it's going to be in November. Sooner the better, because I think that that is a really good running version of this. And a lot of my memory crash and desktop problems stopped when I got a new computer. So I think I was just pushing it too hard. And I think when you push it too hard, it tries to. It's like the engine that thinks it can, but it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting out of memory errors, it probably means that if you want to run it that high, you're going to have to get better specs. So, but we're currently running an AMD 9950X 3D. That was the big purchase. I had to build a whole new set for that because I had an i9 9900K before this, and kept the 3090 though. I didn't buy the new graphics card, and the 3090 is still holding its own. To be honest with you, it's got the 24 gigs of VRAM, which makes a difference. I would definitely say go for the VRAM more than anything, and if you can afford the 5090, go for it. You know, that's on my radar in the future, but I'm going to pay off the rest of the computer first. So, American42385, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. So,
American42385 just subscribed to irlpilot on YouTube.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's been climbing in popularity there. But like I said, the last flight sim review, because I'm going to try to do flight sim reviews now when I can. We did the VeraRoutes pilot controlled lighting app, which is used for controlling runway lighting at night. They updated it today and it works even better than before. It switches frequencies the way you need it to. It does great. I did contact the developer with even more suggestions. They're not getting as big anymore because the developer is trying their best to do things. But yeah. The next biggest thing I think that I would like to see, again, is for towered airports, where the tower closes after a certain time, usually to save on staffing, and not many planes are flying at like 2 a.m. local time. But if they could have the lights activation for that time period, but when the tower is actually on, have them on, I think that'd be more realistic. So, and that would be awesome. So. They did that. And the developer said there might be. I don't want to put him on the spot saying he said they would definitely do it, but he said he would look into it and do that for a further update. So, but I do recommend buying it now. VeraRoutes pilot controlled night lighting. Check out the irlpilot YouTube channel. I have a whole review on it, and you can see what it does. And it makes it more realistic for night flying, which we might do at Fresno the way this is going. So. But we are over the Sierra Nevadas, 13.5, and we're overflying Mono Lake first, and then we're going to go over towards Yosemite, fly right over the park, maybe see some of that scenery, that Clip 4D, whatever it is, and then we're going to go to Fresno, which is a Class Charlie. So if someone comes on there, we will have to get some approach and tower and all that stuff. So. Gorgeous evening flight here on the West Coast. Not real old time. It's 7:37 out there right now, real old, but we're flying what, 6:30, so we're like an hour behind or so, maybe an hour and a half, because I wanted some daytime lighting.
Number 321 Charlie Tango.
We got a Southwest flight above us. UPS flights out there. Yeah. That's just gorgeous. All of this is gorgeous. There's not been one non-gorgeous moment on this flight so far. Amazing. Service Update 4 also adds contrails, by the way. So if you have aircraft at a high altitude, it puts contrails in it. So they have to release Service Update 4. It's in beta right now. They said it's in like one of the last betas. And I really liked it when I ran the beta. But again, I'm running Service Update 3 because that has the multiplayer traffic on it. So. East server, if you want to join us, we still have probably about an hour of flight left at least. So. We'll be overflying Bridgeport Reservoir next. So. Still can't believe we're sipping like 7 gallons an hour. That's amazing. It is. Yep. I could see that. Yeah. But Service Update 4 I think is going to be the big one where people are going to make the change. Because the frame, like, it just the optimizations and the frame rates and stuff was huge in Service Update 4. If you don't believe me, go to irlpilot on YouTube, and he made a whole video on the difference between SU3 and SU4 performance-wise, and it was significant. So, but contrail stuff like that, that pilot control lighting, I think Microsoft should put that default. I think they should contact Vero Routes and get that to be in the game default, because with an option to turn it off and on. So yeah. Good, good. And you still gotta tweak it to your liking, but like literally, like I maxed everything out because I asked if I can max it. They said, "Yep, sure, with your 3090 and your AMD and 9550X3D, you should be fine." And I literally put crap loads of add-on scenery because I have a crap load. They said, "Yep," and I said, "Could I push it further by tweaking the user config file?" It said, "Yes, you can." And I entered the same specs and said, "Crap load of add-on scenery." So it gave me like 3 options. It said, if you don't mind, if you're going to fly mostly out of it but have a little bit of scenery, you might want to go with this. So we increased the level of detail radius, and that's why it loads in better than it ever did before. And the tessellation factor, I guess that makes something different with the way the mountains are, the vertexes on the mountains to make it look sharper. They made me tweak that as well. So, and then what you do is you just make that user config file read only, and it'll never override it. So, overwrite, not override. Overwrite it. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Alright, that reservoir is coming up off our left, right past this little mountain here. This is Mount Patterson to our left. They don't look like mountains when you're at 13.5, do they? But you can kind of see the Google Maps enhancement here. It's got its little things here too, because it looks like there's tiling going on down there. But I wish they brought back the support for ground scenery to be 512 by 512 resolution. But we're stuck at 256 by 256. They took that off when they released Service Update 16 for 2020. But I'll be honest, I don't even fly 2020 that much, if at all. I'm just hoping that 737 comes out soon, because that's the only thing I'm missing from 2020. Everything else seems to be working on 2024, and I updated my liveries to 2024. So I'm not uninstalling 2020 yet, but once everything kind of works and the PMDGs come out and stuff, I'm probably gonna take up 2020. It'll sure be an error, you know. I mean, we've had that for what, a little over 5 years, but it's probably a good run for a sim. It was definitely a game-changing sim. I don't think any simulator should come out without satellite imagery anymore. Let's put it that way. And X-Plane is kind of lucky that you have alternate options on that, because I get it. They're not like Microsoft, but I don't know how you could release a sim without satellite imagery anymore after 2020. Just an idea. Lights are starting to come out here, so. But we have about 13 minutes to Mono Lake. And I might have to dial back the time in the sim a little bit to see Yosemite, but we'll decide that as we go. So. Got some glaciers out there. That's what it looks like, a glacier. But yeah, upgrading my computer has been the best decision ever. And it cost me just a hair under 2,000, but I had to buy a new motherboard. I kept my memory at 128 gigs. I bought DDR5, you know. The only thing I kept from my old computer were my hard drives and my 3090. Everything else, even the power supply's new. I bought a 1300 watt power supply, which is more than needed, more than enough, I mean. But and I bought new fans, obviously. And I never did Aura before. See, I'm not like crazy about like, oh, I gotta make my case look good. It has to light up. Like, I could care less, but it seems like you're stuck with RGB lighting on most parts. I had to buy a new all-in-one cooler, the AMD, and this is the first AMD computer I ever owned. To be honest with you, I was always an Intel guy, but it definitely kicks butt. So they've and I think it's better than the 14th gen series for Intel, only because there's no overheating problems at all, and you have the Vcache. The Vcache, they say, is the game changer for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so it helps load everything. And you can see that I've had no problems loading scenery here at all maxed out settings. You have a line of traffic down there. Look at that. Be good to see train traffic. I'd like to see trains in the sim, but again, not everyone can run everything, and I learned that when I had the i9. Just pushing it too hard, getting memory errors here and there. So now nothing. Bridgeport Reservoir right here as we are passing Bryant Field. Oscar 57. And let me show you the runway lighting. I don't know if it'll work yet because it's not dark. But if I go to Bryant Field, okay, we'll figure out what that is here. Let me see if I can get the frequency here. I could go chart supplement on this, but let's go air nav. That'll give me frequency for lighting. I believe that would be pilot control lighting there. Oscar 57. Bryant Field Airport. You ready? It says rotating beacon. Operates sunset to sunrise. Lights activated by 122.8. Alright, so I'm already on the CTAF for it. My VATS didn't come. I'm going to click my push the talk button 7 times, and if it has the ability to put night lighting on it, it'll light up the runway lights. You ready? And we'll see if it turns on any lights. It might be too light out still, but we'll see. Nope, it turned them on. See? So that's what that add-on does. That Vero Roots lighting there, and then they have a widget just to make sure. But you saw the lights turn on. Yep. It's on high intensity right now, but it is daytime. But it's pilot controlled runway lighting, and that's like real life. The runway would turn on the frequency 122.8. Pretty cool, huh? But that was cool. But that's where the differences are. Seeing that I got traffic right near me, let's do a radio check too. That's in Mircom Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. I don't know if he's gonna contact me or not, but there was someone out there at 13.1. He's supposedly right out there, so that's the thing that I'm not seeing is VATSIM traffic all the time. So I don't know what's up with that, but he's literally off my left wing. Look at this. See that? Delta. And he's at 13.1. So if that's someone watching here, let me know. November, actually Mike Alpha 528. Like Alpha Sierra 528. You think you would see him out there, but don't see him. There is Mono Lake as we are passing it, one of the oldest lakes in America, right near Bryant Field, which we activated the night light. That'll stay on for 15 minutes, by the way, then it'll turn off. That's how it works for pilot control lighting in general, in real life too as well. So yeah, there's volcanic activity in the middle. That's what created that island about 350 years ago. And we'll take a look at it as we overfly it, and then we're going to turn right and climb to 14.5 to get over Tioga Pass and stuff and see Yosemite. That could be a glacier, maybe, or a desert, probably desert. It's hard to believe that prehistoric people lived here, but they did.
American 1401, follow the traffic, clearance approach 27 right, caution wake turbulence 7787. Follow the traffic, clearance 27 right, American 1401.
But I'm thinking about making a review video on how to use ChatGPT to tweak Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I did it on both simulators too. It's just that 2020 gives me trouble on PMDG. It always crashes the desktop when I try to depart with the 737. So I'm kind of done with that simulator, if possible. All right, we're back. Look at that lake, everybody. I also like 2024 because I have crap loads of add-on scenery, freeware and payware, and this doesn't take forever to load up. If I load up all that scenery in 2020, seeing that doesn't stream anything at all, it takes like forever for it. I mean, it could take up to 40 minutes to load a flight in California in 2020. Gotta blow my nose, I'll be right back. So everyone poo-pooed on like the streaming of 2024, and I do agree that they should give the option to download, which they do now since Cirrus Update 3. But at the same time, it really does help with loading and everything. And if you have a powerful enough computer and a good internet, like I haven't seen any issues with loading stuff that's streaming. So I haven't seen a problem there. I'd still like to somehow get the old Cirrus from 2020 to work, because I had some liveries for it and everything, but I never got to work in 2020 ever again, even though I backed up the files before they updated everything. And Microsoft will not support that. Microsoft says, oh, that's not supported, you know. Well, I bought the aircraft, through buying the simulator, right, with the top edition. So using it over again doesn't seem like it'd be breaking luck because I paid for it already. It's just that you updated the Cirrus to a turbocharged model, and I want the old one as well alongside it. But I have not been able to figure that out yet. Alright, so we'll get Mono Lake, take a really good look at it, and then we're going to turn right to fly over Yosemite. And the way I did that is I have us pointing to Yosemite Village, which is near Mount Clark. El Capitan should be somewhere down there as well. Whenever I hear El Capitan, I think of Jerry Maguire, because like he has his girlfriend there, who basically was like, if I can march to the top of El Capitan so much, then I can do this, you know. So, anyways, shout out to. That didn't work, did it? No, why didn't that work? Was it show me money? Probably show me money. Give me a second. Well, that backfired. Yep, here we go. Shout out to Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money. Show me the money. That's it, brother, but you got the yell left up. Show me the money. I need to feel you, Jerry. Show me the money. Jerry, you better yell. Show me the money.
And if you're a youngin' that hasn't seen Jerry Maguire, it's a good movie. It might look a little dated now because it's like set in the 90s, which was very modern back then. But you'll learn a lot about, I guess, the sports business and how cutthroat it can be. Remember that fish have morals. Wow, this lake is amazing. This used to be a bigger lake, too. Very interesting. Then LA tried tapping into it for a reservoir source. It said sauce. Source. Again, 350 years ago, that was made by a volcanic, I want to say eruption, volcanic activity, we'll call it. These are gorgeous views. That could be a desktop background right there. And I've never flown over Mono Lake before. I float over the Sierra Nevadas, but we're here for scenery, you know? So. And we got to show that Vero routes pilot control lighting a little bit. We'll do that along the way too a couple times if I can. But you can see the lights are starting to come out. We have a fire truck or something down there. That's an add-on from 2020, but it works fine in 2024. Very good. Yeah, if we can't see Yosemite well, I will kick back the sim about an hour or two. So. Look at this. Ground speed is about 128 knots. It's respectable. It's not the fastest it could be in an Arrow, but maybe when we turn to the west, it will pick up a little bit. We're going to climb to 14.5. Even the reflections off the water. You don't really notice it until you compare the screenshots of 2024 to 2020. And obviously it's gotten a lot better. So service update 4, I think that's going to be the tipping point for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are going to say, all right, time to get to 2024. And a lot of people have said good things about service update 4. Of course, you got some people like, oh, I crashed the desktop. And I'm telling you right now, what I learned is that if your computer can't handle everything, you can't push it on the sims. Especially 2024, because it will crash the desktop saying out of memory error. And I still push it here. I still get GPU maxed out warnings once in a great while at really, really intricate places, but I don't think it's going to be like my marathon where I had problems. So I'm looking forward to doing a 6th annual marathon end of this July or beginning of August. But we have a lot of things coming up. We have a lot of ideas. I posted 2 more ideas for flights. One's going to take us all around Mexico, and the other one's going to take us around the Revolutionary War sites in the Northeast United States. Actually, oh, I should say East Coast. I had ChatGPT make me one of those. Have to research everything still. And then I made one. Well, I've had one on playing books for a pirate adventure. We've visited all these pirate sites in the Caribbean. That must be the volcano right there, or at least the place where the volcano comes out. So that is quite cool. Look at that. It's got a little peak right there. That's very cool. Alright, and this is Mono Lake, one of the oldest lakes in all of America. It used to be a lot bigger way back in the day. Very cool. Alright, we're going to use the electronic flight bag, and I'll show you what we're doing. We're going to go over Yosemite. So we're going to take a right turn and climb the 14.5. Let me get the altitude set to 14.5 first. We have time. We have time. And then we'll vertical speed it at like 300. See that that's working. And we're going to turn a heading of approximately 229 degrees.
American 741 Heavy, turn left, heading 330.
Okay, this thing does have to go up though, so vertical speed, let's go. Come on now. Alright, there we go. It's going to slowly go up to 14.5. Just keep an eye on that, because the autopilot has a history of doing some weird funky things, but let's thank the autopilot for kind of working today. It's a little scary right there, but we got it working.
Automatic pilot.
Lighting on the panel here.
There it is.
Okay, a little dark. That's one thing, that doesn't really shine red, the thing up there, but it does emulate red over here. So yeah, we might have to kick this back an hour or two. Big, huge mountain out there. That's Mount Dana. There is no zoom, there's only Dana. And that peaks at 13,057 feet, so you see why I want to climb to 14.5. And that's barely going to scratch it. Barely going to scratch it over there. So, there's an airport right here, Lee Vining, 122.9. Let's try turning that night lighting on too. So again, this is that newest add-on from Vero Routes, pilot controlled night lighting. So I'm going to dial in the CTAF. Hopefully that's just it. Click 7 times. Here we go. What? See if the lights turn on. If not, it's just a different frequency. Yep, turn the lights on, see? So very much like real life. Now it's done through the CTAF. And it says right here, activate low intensity runway lighting, runway 1533 of the CTAF. So that is very lifelike. That's why I didn't see any lights on there when I first got over it. But very cool. Back to VetSim Unicom. As we climb to 14.5, try to get over Mount Dana. There is no Zool. Is this thing climbing? Come on, let's go. Climb. Climb, baby. Alright, it's climbing now. Keep an eye on that speed. We're going to have to lean out the mixture as we go up here, too. That's the peak I'm worried about right there. And we're going to overfly Yosemite National Park. There's some lodge and buildings and camps here near Tahoe Pass, so keep an eye out for any scenery. But look at that. Gorgeous scenery right here. Right outside Yosemite. Mount Dana right there in the distance. Yeah. God, it's gorgeous. Wow. That speed, yep. Bring the speed down a little bit. You know, the mixture. No. Alright, manifold pressure way down because we're way up high. Yeah, we're gonna have to climb really slowly. I'm gonna go 100 feet per minute. That's how slow I'm gonna go. And that happens as you get towards the top part of the service ceiling, which is 16.5, I think I said. Something like that. Now, it won't affect night lighting at like some airports like Boston Logan. It did affect Providence, though. I wasn't too happy about that. But again, there's a little tweaking that needs to be done. Little tweaking. Because Providence shouldn't be controlled by pushes except when the tower goes off. So, it's on the list as controlled. Yeah. But we'll see. Now I'll switch this to a nighttime background on my camera. If we get that dark. We'll see. Alright, we're over that mountain. Google Map enhancement not doing too well on the thing there. So I don't know what's going on with that, but everything else is looking great. That's that Mount Dana right there. Man, that is a tall mountain. Tall mountain. Alright, we might see things still for Yosemite. We'll have to see, because we're going right over Yosemite right about now-ish. We're on the outskirts here, so turn off the tablets, you can see things. And I don't know where that scenery would be, so we're looking for waterfalls or anything like that over here in Yosemite. Let me see what it says in the description. Okay, so anyways, you can buy this from any builds or sim market. But there should be, it says Yosemite Valley's a renowned glacial valley. It's famous for towering granite cliffs such as El Capitan Half Dome. Iconic waterfalls like Bridal Veil Falls, Yosemite Falls, and the valley's popular destination for hiking, rock climbing, sightseeing. So the enhancements: improved terrain and textures, enhanced landmarks with custom 3D models using PBR textures, dynamic elements, animated waterfalls and rivers, handcrafted details for each point of interest, and then there's a bunch of landmarks that are included. Cascade Glade, Yosemite Valley Welcome Center. So we should be seeing some things here and there. There's a lot of campgrounds and stuff on here. But see what happens. See if we can see anything. I don't know where any of these falls are and everything, so we'll have to see. But looks gorgeous either way, you know.
Breakout 4830, contact down 118.5. 18.5, breakout 4832. Checking into your 5 airport, 10 o'clock, 8 miles.
Really nice scenery here.
Visual search 1927 right, contact tower 118.5, good night. Visual over tower, good night.
See if we see any type of waterfalls or anything out here. Again, I don't know much about Yosemite other than it's a national park and it has lots of scenic features. So we'll see what we can see.
Check 101, contact close on 133.87, 3387, traffic left right, 2 miles southbound, up the lobby at 3,500.
KMPIs. Yeah, so we should see, you know what, we might go a little further than just Yosemite Village. We might follow the river out here. Because he said that if you start from Kilo Mike Papa India, alright, post of Yosemite, it would be a good starting point in the entrance to the valley. So we'll see. We'll keep going. See if we can see anything. Wow. Again, just gorgeous scenery. There might be a waterfall over here that looks like it's gonna dip down. So we'll look around. I gotta check on my fuel really fast just to make sure I'm good on the tanks here. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna switch it anyway. So fuel pump on. Left tank. And fuel pump off. Pressure holding. And we're burning about 6 to 7 gallons an hour, which is amazing. Yeah, we're gonna probably have an outside view for a while, everybody, because this is just gorgeous scenery in Yosemite.
Blue Street 5323, turn right, heading 180.
Looks darker on your broadcast than it does on my screen with HDR.
Blue Street 5228, reduce speed to 220.
Correct.
Blue Street 5228, reduce speed to 220.
Okay, we'll follow this little river out to the valley, and then we'll turn to Fresno.
First American 2616, 6000, get out there. Hey, 2616, first gas, 2909,
Whenever I turn the nameplates off, it's usually to take a picture. Yep. Valley's out there. Actually, on my 530, you can kind of see where he touched up the scenery. Cause look, that's because that's that add-on, so it kind of displays in the 530. Not that that would happen in real life, but you can clearly see he edited a lot over here on our left. But this is quite the add-on. If I had more time and I just wasn't flying straight, I might send the drone cam down and just go look at everything. So, who knows? Maybe we'll do that in Fresno. Maybe we'll send the drone back. I'd love to camp out here someday, but I've only been to California like twice in my life, and that's been LA both times. So. I thought that was like a campfire there for a second, but it's a utility vehicle. It's pretty cool. Don't know if we'll see anything from waterfalls, but we'll keep looking. We're over El Capitan is right over here, by the way. Right in front of our plane, actually. So. And then there's a fictional airport that they installed on this. Yankee Sierra Mike Tango. So, not crazy about that. I don't like unrealistic things being in my sim, but it makes it so that you can spawn in here and see the park. So. This is Yosemite Village off our left. So that's what you're seeing down there, Yosemite Village. I haven't seen any waterfalls or anything yet. Again, I don't know really where they are either. I probably should have researched that. Let's see if we can get some Google map imagery here. I'm looking at some of the points that they did. Yosemite Falls. Where's that? That should be off our right as we get out here. Yeah, so that should be like right over here somewhere. I don't know if it loaded or not though. That sucks. I'm gonna send the drone cam down for a little bit, so just that now. Let's see if we can see anything. Yosemite Falls supposed to be down here somewhere. Valley's over here.
American 1313 to 7maintain 4000.
For things.
4000, American 1313.
Let's go right down the valley.
2616, reduce speed to 170. Slow to 170, American 2616.
Not seeing anything. Cop car. And an overlook right there. It's a good vantage point with the drone cam though, huh? Plane's still flying too, so we're just gonna make a little trip down here.
715 heavy reduced speed of 170.
Pulling to 170, American 715.
Got some animal sounds here too. Cool. I haven't seen anything here. It's funny how like everything's like stuck in that little crevasse, if you will. Crevasse.
228, contact the tower, 118.5.
Tower, 228, good day.
This goes right down to the valley, so there's a lot of cars there. I didn't really see anything. Well, where are we? Probably that light over there. Nope. Good, you see my nav lights. Alright, I'll try. Anyways, back to our outside camera area. But yeah, I guess you'd have to. Oh, hey, what's that? That might be a waterfall. Let me see if I can get that. For a second. Everyone see that? It looked like it was a little dropping of water there. I could be wrong, or I could be right. Let's go look. That looks like a waterfall. That is a waterfall. There you go. That might be Yosemite Falls. So there you go. That's gorgeous. I'm going to take a picture of that, even though it's nighttime. So there you go. That's that add-on. It puts in like the falls and everything. So. But alright, let's go back to our plane and make the landing at Fresno. And I'll see about coming back and doing some stuff. But we saw one waterfall, so that was cool. So we did see one waterfall, and I think that's Yosemite Falls. It might not. Let's finish this flight. Let's do that now. Alright. So we're going to come out to the valley here, right near Mariposa, Yosemite. And then we're going to turn south and go to Fresno. Very cool.
1943 approach, 29er.
All right. Mariposa Airport's out there. We can't see it, but you know what? Let's do our night lighting turning on. That's why you can't see it that well. So, try something for Mariposa. And this is again the Vero Routes night lighting controlled by pilots. Pilot controlled night lighting app that just came out. And we're going to turn the lights on at Mariposa to see where it is. So, by CTAF. CTAF is 122.7. So plug that into my COM 1. Okay, let me show you what I'm going to do here. Oops, wrong button. I'm going to flip it over to 122.7. I'm going to click 7 times and hopefully see the airport somewhere over here. Here we go. For any one-way lighting that turns on. So could be hard to see too. So it's kind of out there. It's out there somewhere. Let's see if it says it's on. Nope. Alright, so we must be too far out from that. But it's got to be within 10.8 nautical miles, which is kind of realistic too, because you got to be within transmitting frequency. But let's turn a little bit to the south. Start on our way to Fresno pretty soon. We'll do that again.
Yes, sir, we do. Sorry.
You see it somewhere out here. Light up once it's close enough. No, still hasn't locked in, so we're too far out. But you notice it turned off the other lights there? That's what it says. So. try it again. Push the talk button 7 times on the CTAF, and it should light up eventually once we're on range.
Second 1943, just maintain 5,000, turn 10 degrees right. 5,000, right.
Yep, says it's on, so we just gotta look for the runway lights. Oh, there it is. It's right there. So again, we control those lights now through CTAF. Let's do low intensity. So that's 3 pushes. 1, 3, and that will dim now for low intensity. There you go. See? So it went down a little bit. The high intensity is 7 clicks. We're gonna do 7 clicks again. There you go. 7 clicks now. And now I'll go back to the high intensity. It's a little delayed like real life, so there you go. That's what that app does. It does real world night lighting like it would be in the real world. It's still got a little way to go, but it's definitely usable and doable now. Anyways, we're gonna head to Fresno and do our final landing for the day. We're gonna switch this to nav. And I'm going to switch my background to nighttime. We're also going to switch the lighting in my room to nighttime here in my office. And get ready for Fresno. Alexa, turn off shelf LED lights.
1681, traffic 10 o'clock, 4 miles, heavy going 787.
Get that one off. Alexa, turn on office LED lights. That's it. We got all red lighting. It makes it look very dark compared to what it would be. So that is cool. Alright, we're going to start our descent down here. Fresno is going to be pattern altitude at 1300, so we better start going down now. So let's go down to 2000. Okay. Come on now, I gotta get this all the way down to like 2,000 altitude, so. Alright, vertical speed. Kick this back to where it is. Kick it back to like 2,000. And it should be descending down, so. Don't know why it's not, so. There we go. Alright, Allison announced the descent. Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Now, Fresno, look at this together. That should be a towered airport, so I shouldn't have to turn on lights. But if it closes, then I might have to turn on lights. And you find that by looking at the chart supplement. Or you can go to air nav as well. So, runway cleared.
180, make it 1313.
Excuse me. Military remarks, airport remarks, landing fee, lighter runway distance.
2098, turn right heading 180. Heading 180,
Doesn't say anything about pilot control lighting.
1401, turn 20 degrees right, sun maintain 5,000.
So I'm gonna go with that. It should be lit up out in the distance there. I don't know if it is. We're still about 44 nautical miles out, so we have a long way to go. We have to make this descent starting now, so that we can get down to 2,000 feet. So, all right, let's get some ATIS for Yosemite, Fresno, and Yosemite International. 121.35.
1943, turn left.
That's kind of cool to fly over Yosemite. And I don't know. I might say it for another stream. We might try to just go look at them during the day. Yeah. Look at Fresno out there in the distance, though. You can definitely see it, which is kind of cool to see. Also, merchant mixtures move down. All right, turn off the tablet for now. Just look at all the scenery here. Man, it's hot in this room because my wife closed the door. She must think I'm being too loud. I don't think I'm being too loud. That's one good thing about having a desktop that works hard, is that it can be your heater in winter. I usually don't need to have any heat in this office because the computer is just spouting out heat from using the simulator. But as you can see, we're about 17.5 minutes up in Fresno. So, and descending down to 2,000 feet, excuse me. And I miss flying at night, so kind of like doing all this flying at night. But yeah, scenic route, ChatGPT, thank you again for a great idea. Out there in the distance is Merced, California, if I pronounced that right, and Planada, California. So Merced's out there. It's this one, Planada, be like one of these small ones, and then Atwater, Winton. That right there is Fresno. Let me just double check on that sim, see if we have any air traffic control. I don't think we do. Nope, so we're going to be all about hitting the tower frequency. Still waiting for an ATIS when possible, but we're kind of far out still. So we'll see what happens. How are we doing on fuel? Man, we barely burnt any fuel to up that high. Cool. Switch to the right now though, so fuel pump on. Switch to the right.
2098, turn right, heading 240, join the runway 23 right, final approach port.
Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure holding. Doesn't even look like we're moving, huh? We are. Rest assured, we are moving forward.
Inside, American 1313. 1313, clear visual approach, runway 27 right, contact Alpha 18.5. Clear vision 27 right, 949, 6 morning tower, American 1313. Clear.
Watch that manifold pressure go up. We have to kick it back to about 18. And that's going to go up as we descend down because of atmospheric pressure. It's interacting with my other yoke, so I think it doesn't. Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to have to deactivate my TH1. Alright, let's do that now. I'm just going to pull it. Well, kind of wanted to land in here though. It wasn't doing that before.
American 2098, airport 12 o'clock, 13 miles, port tail site.
Stop it.
American 2098. American 2098, clear visual approach, runway 23 right, maintain 170 knots, still 5 miles final.
170, still 5 miles, clear visual 279.
Stop it. Alright, I'm probably going to have to deactivate it, so here we go. Gotta go to my settings and do controls. Good news is that they made this easy to deactivate, so here we go. So you know what, let me just... No, because it's going to do all this stuff. Alright. Alright. Throttle, prop, mixture. I'm going to do this really fast, I'm sorry. Else it's going to mess with everything. Prop mixture. Okay, I already mapped that later. Okay, go back, save and back, and now we should be fine. There we go. It was reading my Redbird TH1 says no controls, that's why I was tweaking all over the place. But now we're fine. 7:01 local time, which makes it be 10:01. So we're about an hour and a half behind real world time. We got real world weather, and we're gonna land here. Still interested in seeing if we're gonna see the runway lighting or not. So.
Thank you. Max 1401, turn left, heading 300, then runway 2 right, final approach course.
Left turn 300, join the course, American 1401.
P-Box 6169, turn 18, 4000.
And the 4000.
This is what we're hoping to do at Fresno.
Stick the landing. In this challenge, the pilot will do his best to avoid certain death by keeping the plane on a good flight path with a constant angle descent lined up to center line. Good luck. Stick the landing and don't suck.
Don't suck. Biggest thing, don't suck.
4000, bring here 4500.
I was gonna take it for a second while I blow my nose one final time. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Back at 2098, contact tower 118.
Algae's going nuts, yo. Oh man. Ugh. About 28 nautical miles up. That we'll see the runway lighting already on. Should be on. And I'm gonna check the list of airports that add-on supports. It shouldn't have Fresno because it didn't say it has power control lighting at all. We'll check. See what it says. Oops.
Max 1401, airport 12 o'clock, 1 mile for field site.
Maps very delicate right now.
Visual approach from Lake Tahoe, right, making 170 knots, go 5 miles bottom.
Visual approach 27 right and 1.
Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good. What's going on? Sim froze up, everybody. I'm gonna finish it if we have to. I'll take off from Madeira Municipal. But I don't like how it's freezing up. Hopefully it'll come back because it hasn't done the ultimate crash and desktop. I touched this map, that's what happened. Now I just want to close it down. No. Give it a chance. It might still work. Sorry about this. I'll control that. Note to self, do not use OpenStreetMap while flying the simulator.
Breakout 4500, turn right heading 180. Alright.
180, the heading, bring care 4500.
Trying to close down that map. So yep, my mouse is moving though. There we go. Alright, hey, I knew it was just a matter of time. It's 2024, so we're not going to see if Fresno is going to be on the list or not. But this simulator has been working very well. That wasn't the simulator. That was open map, whatever I had in my browser that just froze everything up. We're back. We're back. Very good. It's getting nervous there. Alright, this is a Class Charlie Airport. No one's on for patrolling. I've got Sim, so we're gonna do our thing here. Tower frequency will be 118.2, so get that on standby.
6169, contact tower 118.5 today.
18.5. 5546, road to altimeter 3019, expect runway 27 right.
Yep, should enrich the mixture 'cause it's probably way too lean right now. Oh, well, surprisingly not that lean. Nice. Wondering why I'm not getting any weather yet. 121.35 is the ATIS. So, if not, I will do Sky Vector. That seems to be an issue too. 320 at 3.
Right, heading 180,
Let's write this down here.
4714, airport
Sorry, one coughing. Looking at Sky Vector to get the weather here. So, winds 320 at 3. 10 square miles visibility. It is broken at 13,000. Broken at 20,000. 24, 2.12. Altimeter 29901. And we should be good. Alright, so that means that we're going to try getting onto runway 29 right or 29 left. That's what we're aiming at. Okay. Which means I'm going to be taking like a left base into 29 left or 29 right. Or actually a right, left, downwind. 29 left, 29 right. And it's coming up. So.
4689, contact tower 118.5. Good night.
Right outside Fresno. Okay. Typically we go over to tower frequency right above. Well, actually we contact approach right now, so we're alright for now.
Booster 5249, just gonna maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000, 249.
Said 29 or 901, right? That's where I write this down. Yep. So we'll get altimeter there. 29 or 901. Okay. So it's the 2 as well.
6176, sliding 210, just gonna maintain 3,000.
210, 3,000.
There. Just the mixture a little bit. Gonna fold down. That was bad. I might keep it like 18. As we go down, again, atmospheric pressure rises. That's what the manifold pressure rises.
Streak 5249, turn left heading 360.
Left heading 360, 249.
I'm just hoping that I don't have to control the lights here, so it shouldn't be that way. We shall see. This does not say anything on night control lighting, pilot control lighting at night.
About 6176, sliding 240, going to 27 right, localizer.
I'm not seeing any lights there.
240, going 27 right, localizer, speed 1.
Well, we'll see. So we're heading on a 45-degree angle for right downwind, not left. Then we'll go 29 right because that's the longer runway. And then we want to turn off towards the left of the FBO.
Rank 1004, descend to maintain 5,000.
That's where we're going to go. Now, it did say something about some taxiways being closed, so we'll try something. Port Marks, National Guard.
452, contact tower 118.5.
29 right has a blast pad. Taxiway B3 closed between. B, right there, so that already has access on it. Excuse me. Zero land and hold short of.
76, 8 miles from Delta, maintain 3,000 at full flight was cleared off. Maintain yard approach, maintain 140 after full Delta.
Alright, so we're good to go. Field elevation's about 300 feet. Yeah, we are descending. 2,500. Just a little bit. To Fresno. Okay, let's go to tower frequency. Let's get some ambulance tower. Fresno, Yosemite traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, 10 nautical miles to set up a right 45 downwind entry for runway 29 right full stop, Fresno, Yosemite.
Polaris Understood 1834, turn next taxiway.
You're gonna hear tower frequency.
KTRK 573, contact Park, Roger, 2435.
Excuse me. Still looks like it's loading some scenic.
Polaris Understood 1834, contact ground on 121.7.
Because we have a glitch there. It's loading it now.
Going to 121.7.
United 119 follow the Boeing 737 on the runway. Wind 308 at tree. Cleared to land runway 29 right.
It's okay, good. So this is not controlled by pilot. Push to talk, which it should.
Southwest 1446. Turn next taxiway.
You can see the runway. Yeah. Alright, good. Well, that worked out. It's realistic. Okay, right 45 entry.
Clear to land runway 29 right. United 1194.
We're not going to pay attention to myself.
Southwest 1446. Contact ground on 121.7.
Set it down to 1300 now. Closer. Still not getting any weather for Fresno, believe it or not. Wow, interesting. Back on guard. Yeah, good thing with the sky vector. It does that with some add-on airports that aren't for 2024, 2020. I don't know why. We do have our weather, so we're alright. Fresno traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, 5 nautical miles to the north, setting up a right 45 downwind entry from 29 right full stop, Fresno. This is Fresno. I'll take the drone cam out around a little bit after this. That looks like a helicopter or something out there, doesn't it? What is that? Can't even tell you what that is. Oh, it's on a hill. It's lighting on a hill. Okay. Whew. Alright. Sterile cockpit, everybody. We're gonna do this. Power off. It's all up to us. And I did not have to turn. Yay.
Commander 5 Alpha Mike, runway 27 right at Kilo 1. Quick take off, fly runway heading.
Okay, got set up as we get to the right down. Toby eye tracker on, so check the traffic. Okay, turning right down.
Charlie, turn right back to Delta Alpha Atlantic Aviation, this frequency. Right of Delta, Atlantic Aviation, we're good.
Check that once again. Give me 2 seconds. So it's going to push me towards the airport. Just Fresno traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot. Right downwind, runway 294. Full stop, Fresno. Okay, gas. Okay, good. Undercarriage, 129. R. Down. Okay. Mixture. Up. Back. Do some flaps pretty soon. Trim up too. Plus. Okay. 10 degrees flaps. Down.
We got 5827 ready to go.
United 1194, exit runway, when able.
That's better. Should be about 90. We're a little high, but that's okay. Okay. Want to go a little wide. Turn the tablet off so it's using
Turn right, taxi Delta and Alpha Atlantic Aviation with frequency. Right, Delta, Alpha.
Turn right base. Clear. Fresno traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, right downwind to base runway 299, full stop, Fresno. Slow down a bit. I keep turning it. Quick look. Oh, not doing that fast. Another thing of flaps. Okay. Good. Start going in for a landing. Fresno traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, right base to final runway 299, full stop, Fresno.
United 1194, turn next taxiway.
Oh, this is a good setup, Eric. Alright, full flaps down. 3 green, gear down, full flaps. Looking good. Wind off my right. Let's land this thing. We want to be on 80, 75-ish. 75 is better. 80's not too bad. Just let me. Okay, a little bit more. Throttle.
United 1194, exit runway, when able.
Again, this is payware, so I'll tell you what it is again after, because I forget what the company is right now. Okay, coming down. Hello? Clear back, clear back, clear back. Too much, hold it off. A little shallow, because I tried going all the way back. Did our best. Alright, I'm going to turn left down on the next one, because that's the cruise taxi. This taxiway is closed, so we can't cross that one. You guys green lights. Go to the next one. Welcome to Fresno, everybody. Look at that terminal. Wow. Okay, flaps. Oh. Rolling here. Yeah. Stop screaming about GPU. You're doing fine.
United 1194, turn next taxiway.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on Bravo, not 4 but 5, 6. So not this one, but the next one. Maybe it is this one actually. Yeah, it is this one. I'm gonna go straight. Bravo 6.
Break out 4734, turn right, big 8. Right turn here, gauge Bravo 2.
Alright. That'd be Bravo 4. Ish. It didn't like me there, did it? It's Bravo 6, let's clear. Then we'll do our checklist here. Alright, City Coast.
United 1194, exit runway, when able.
There we go. Fresno traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 29 right on Bravo 6, Fresno. Okay, after landing, flaps are up. We already have them up. Fuel pump, I turned it off. I had it on, I turned it off. Strobes. off. 1, 2, 3. That's that one. Landing light, I like to leave on. Excuse me, extra visibility taxi. Mixture is required. Oh, we're good on the mixture. Okay, pitot heat, no, off. Trim set for takeoff.
Turn next taxiway.
Trim set for takeoff. There we go. All right, and we're good to go. So, anyways, we're gonna announce our taxi intentions here, because this is a class 2. So we'll be asking for clearance here. So we're gonna go to the FBO. VO Bravo 6, Bravo 8. Fresno traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot. We're at Bravo 6 off of 29 right. Going to taxi to the FBO via crossing 29 left, Bravo 6, Bravo 8 to the FBO Fresno.
Turn next taxiway.
So we got tracker on again, so we can see things. And here we go. Across this one. Right across.
Right, goes spot 3, contact ground at spot 3. On spot 3 to left, Qatari is 285.
That was clear. Well, I should have looked there a little bit quicker, but that's okay. Okay, we got to turn on to Bravo. There's the Fresno terminal.
United 11904, exit runway.
Bravo. Hard right. It's Alpha. Bravo. So we're going to do a hard right to Bravo. That's the next one. Nice to see taxiway signs so I can actually go that. I'm going to take a left on the Bravo 8, being closer to the FBO. Southwest flight over there.
United 11904, turn next taxiway.
Okay, left on the Bravo 8. And right to the apron, and the FBO should be over there. Then we'll take a look around this airport. Have some fun, shall we? Okay, we're on the apron. The FBO is the second building after that hangar here, so it's got to be kind of near this jet over here.
United 11904, exit runway.
It's right over here. This little building. It's the FBO. Why my lights look like they're not working? Alright, so we're gonna park it here. That's the FBO. Which they didn't really model that at all. That's right. We're gonna park it right here. So parking brake on. Okay, should be about 1,000 feet. TOGI tracker off. Back to my checklist. ELT verify silent. Avionics going off. Which is this fuse. AC off. All lights except beacon are going off. Mixture full lead. Stopping. Bags off. Master off. Lights off. And we're good. We're going to turn off the night lighting up here. I don't think my flashlight works in this thing. We can check. Well, it kind of does. Not perfectly, but turn this off because it's going to save the state here. Okay, and everything else will just kind of leave. Oh, it's having a little problem with scenery here. Give it a second. There you go. That's the GPU being demanding. Alright, anyways, we're going to close down this tablet. I'll tell you who makes this airport. We're also going to turn off VATSIM. Thank you for VATSIM tonight. And this is by Fly High, so not the world's best, but we'll take a look at Fresno. Here we go. And give it some time. It is working hard right now. So, that was that message about GPU, and I got 24 gigs of VRAM, so I don't know why it's crying, but it is. We have a private jet right there. And if this is bringing this system to a thing like this, I just have way too many add-ons. Which could be the case, to be honest with you. Thank you for your patience. Let's go to the main terminal. Landed pretty good, though. All I want for Christmas is a 5090. I don't even know if that would help. I mean, but the VRAM optimization I think is better than Source Update 2 as well. So. Alright, we have some aviation shops over here. Here's the main tower. Sorry about the ghosting there, that's because the frame check. Here's the main terminal, which is probably modeled probably in the inside because that's why we're having a lot of graphics things. Definitely modeled it has to be over. Let me turn off the chatter, that might help too. The videos are off so you're not hearing anything right now. Okay. Sorry about the stuttering. It's got crap loads of scenery. Well, that's quite an interesting terminal, though, isn't it? Got some flights over here. God, I hate to see this on a computer that's not good. But Fly2i is not known as the best scenery maker, but they do cover airports and some don't. We get upset. Let's go in the terminal. Yep, then let me go in the terminal. Try that one more time. Maybe. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. Let's slow down a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you're lagging, but let's try to look. No. Here we go. Lost work there for a second. I got moving people and everything around, so you know, it's a terminal. You know what I'm saying? Not the best models, but I mean, this thing's already crawling. So either they didn't optimize it, or I just have crap loads of scenery. I think I had crap loads of scenery in Fresno. Looks pretty nice. Still loading textures over there. There you go. It's not bad. Let's try to look around if I can. Get started with the chop. There's not much I can do about it. Well, see, at least it was smooth coming in. I want to get out of the terminal. There we go. And it goes all the way back here to the terminal here. Got a parking garage over there. But yeah, grateful that there's not push to talk power control lighting, which it's not supposed to be. It's nice to see that. And yeah. So this is obviously a demanding scenery because I don't have the world's worst computer anymore. It wasn't even the worst computer when I had the i9, to be honest with you. But what's the Southwest flight doing there? It's just kind of hanging there, huh? Interesting. Oh, it's trying to get off the runway and everything. Well, good. I took 29 right, and that was a good choice. Now it looks like the runway lighting is not working, so I don't know. But I had runway lighting when I came down, and I didn't even hit it to control it, so... Oh no, it's there. Good. Anyways, we're going to leave you from Fresno. We had a wonderful flight over Yosemite, even if it was a little dark, but who knows, maybe I'll just come back there someday and do the daytime tour of the whole scenery. So anyways, from Fresno, California, we're going to leave you from here. I want you to remember to push that follow button if you're watching me on Twitch, the subscribe button if you're watching me on YouTube, and also the subscribe button if you're watching me on Kick. Anything you do is appreciated, except all donations goes to Real World Flying Funds and Sim Funds. That's how we're able to show all this wonderful stuff here. And stay tuned on Twitch because we're going to rate someone. Remember to tip your bar and waitress staff well. And this is Eric Flight. I will see you soon. I had a wonderful time with all of you tonight. Thank you for all coming out. JJ, thanks for coming out. And I will see you later. Eric Flight, peace out.